All right. See if you can hear me
Sorry,
now,
guys.
Carrie. Carrie said, if y'all are talking, we can't hear you. So let me know, because what we were just talking about were the two different targets. There is a 5-spot and a single spot. 5-spot kind of says its name. Has 5 spots on it. Single spot, it's got the 1. All right, Carrie says we are back up to having sound again.
Yay.
Yay! We're kind of looking and seeing all the Texas archery shooters right there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Logan is not. He's walking off, but there were 7 in the screen. There's another one, 8. So the white shirts, those are Texas Archery. The dark shirts, that's Texas Archery. And then that newest shirt is the gray one coming out. So it just gave them that newest one that I was talking about, gives them a different price point. So, you know, maybe you want to have a backup shirt. Maybe you've got 5 kids and you don't want to spend $70 times 5. It's a little bit of an easier way to have something. And then also, if everyone goes, because I know in Vegas, we've always gone out to eat dinner. We're not going this year, me and Julie and I. But the team gets together and has a team dinner. I think there are 60 people that are signed up for the team dinner this year.
It's always a very exciting dinner.
It is a very exciting. Someone didn't believe me while ago, Scott, but Jason
pictures.
Brewer
He took his shirt
off at dinner.
It was accidentally. He was trying to take his jacket off because it's very cold.
Everything came off.
And the
He was
shirt
taking his
came
jacket off because it was cold.
Well, it was cold outside, but it was hot in the restaurant. So
It got real hot with Jason's like, we're like, woo, okay. There's kids.
It's fine.
But yeah, it was fine.
It's always a delight.
Yes, there is a good shot of some of the line. That is not the full line. I think we have close to 4. We have 37 archers here. That's amazing, and that is just on one line. So we had 1 line last night, 3 today. That makes 4, and 2 tomorrow. 6 lines for the weekend.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. Hey, Julie, I believe you have that shirt.
I do. It's in my closet.
I believe you were about that size when you wore that shirt.
Probably was.
So, used to shoot for a Greater Pearland Archery Club, and that is one of their little archers right there. Carrie, if you want to let me know if this is still working, if our sound is still working, video is still good. All right, this little
She's making sure
right
we're
there.
staying on task.
Yep. So this is a cub archer. She is shooting at 10 yards. Got our big Texas flag there on the side. You can see our selfie wall over with the Texas Archery banner there. We are up in the sound booth, which is kind of up to your right with the glowing wall behind us, but it says raising an archer. We are raising an archer, and this is my archer is sitting beside me. I'm glad to have her here with me. I told her she had to be nice to me.
I'm always nice.
Yeah. Carrie says Lixon sounds good, so that's awesome. We are still going strong. You can see the 300 wall over there. Anyone who scores a 300, we have a 300 stamp. It's a nice size, large stamp. Scott is happy to stamp any of the targets where someone gets a 300, and then they sign it, and it goes up on the wall. So that's what you're seeing there next to our large United States flag. All right, you can see Scott's not quite as smooth as Jacqueline, but he's doing a great job. Carrie, we'll see you tomorrow. And thanks for tuning in with us. There's Canada.
Sporting the Canada logo.
I don't know if it's the Canada logo, but
the flag.
It's a flag.
It wasn't the flag.
He's sporting a Canada shirt, Canadian shirt.
Canadian shirt.
Yes.
You got the maple leaf.
All right. Julia, you want to check in on the score, see how we're doing?
Yes, I will.
All right, I believe this is the third scoring in, if that's what you had just said. We have got a good mixture of youth archers and adult archers. You know, adult archers, I don't want to sound morbid, but they're not going to be around forever. And so it is good to see these.
They are shooting their 4th scoring end.
Oh, we're on the 4th one. All right. So we have a good mix of the youth and adult. And Derek right there. It was.
That's little Derek.
That is little D right there. So this is and he is an adult, by the way. So he shot his first 360X at the first SYWAT here at Texas Archery a couple of months ago. 2 or 3 months ago. Yes, man. I think I was holding my breath all the way to that last arrow. What's he looking like right now? Is he still clean?
I'll get back to you on that.
Stay tuned. All right, so we have Case Scott there at full draw. Is that a mint green?
Yes, it's the bow that Aaron has, and
right.
it's my favorite.
Is it? I did not know that.
I love the color. Yes, he is clean.
He is still
X's
clean. Okay.
and 5s.
The way you say the X's and 5s.
And so, let me check the other Derek. The other big Derek has dropped 1X.
Oh.
So that will start a rivalry.
Yes, it will. The smack talking will start soon.
If it hasn't started already.
Right. It's like the smack talking will commence now. That's
I
what it
also
was.
need to check on Jeremy because Jeremy is in a spot for he's been practicing a lot lately.
He's practicing a lot lately. Awesome. You know, and in this kind of weather, there's a good shot of Case Scott. Good little shooter there.
Oh, Jeremy
I
has
saw
dropped
his
2.
dad. We also want to thank the parents. You know, raising an archer, we know what it takes to get these kids where they need to be. That's with equipment and where they need to be as in location, where they need to be as far as practicing, where they need to be as far as coaches. And they would not be able to do so without their parents. We would not have 137. We would not have 37 archers here on the line if it weren't for parents at some point. Yes, some of them are adults, but some of them, like Logan, I mean, he had even other people's parents, you know, Rendon Brooks, her parents, Casey and them, they would take him everywhere. They've offered to take you places, you know, so it's not just your own parents, but other people's parents. It's I talk about it every single time. It's an archery family. We try to I mean, whenever we come in, we get hugs, you know. Love the hug. I'm a hugger. My name's Wendy and I'm a hugger. Looks like Andrew there at full draw. Scott's got him kind of off to the side, but there he went. Great shooter, great family. All right, so we are going on down to score the 4th end. You can see those movable bales right there where we are able to move them in here. We can move in several depending on how many cubs we have. Oh, Ethan was happy with whatever shot he had. Can you zoom in on Ethan's? Because he was throwing his hands up in the air in a happy way. So we are about to see.
I hear my name.
I hear somebody hollering, Julia, Julia. But there are several Julias here, so I'm just not real sure.
It's difficult to figure out who's
It looks like
Julia's
Ethan
who.
got. Oh, that's not his target. There's his target. Oh, I don't know. I can see an X. Okay. We're back over at the Cubs right here. I'm not real sure about her fingers, what that was, but she's a cutie. again, without the youth, without the Cubs, you're looking at the future of archery. If we didn't have anyone, if we didn't have kiddos shooting, that wouldn't look well for where archery would be going in the future. Scott and I talked about it during the last line that during COVID, we were really wondering if how archery was going to do, because as you can see here, we're not 6 feet apart.
Not at all.
During COVID, we did make it work. We had it 6 feet apart, and people wore masks. And you would come up to the line, you would take your mask off to shoot, and then when you got off the line, you would put your mask back on. And even while you were on the line, you were 6 feet apart. That made it to where we couldn't have as many people on the line to shoot. It was hard to have the difficulty, or it was difficult to have spectators watching, but we made it work. And I also think that because of COVID, people were able to, they had something that they could do. They could practice their technique, they could practice their process, and so they did still have something to do. A lot of backyard ranges, putting up a target in your range, hoping and maybe talking to your neighbors that you might not have talked to before. But hey, I'm going to be doing this, but don't worry,
You're not any harm.
I'm not going to shoot you. So we're happy that archery remained and seems to have really picked up. Julia's refreshing her scores over there.
They just finished up their 4th in.
So where our camera woman normally sits, it is right in front of the vent.
Is super
and she's
chilly.
always talking about how cold and everything. And Amy fixed her a nice Texas Archery hoodie and everything. And then Scott's sitting over there, and he's like, oh my gosh, it's cold. He grabbed for his jacket, and that Miss Linda, I don't know if she made it for him or if she had it made, but it's nice and embroidered with Texas Archery on it as well. So, I'm nice and cozy over here. I'm good. How about you, Julia?
I'm good too.
You're
got
good
my
too? Yeah, we're all right.
cozy jacket on.
All right, over here. All right. What's wrong with you?
I What is that language?
A while ago, you told me not to be so country, and then...
When she gets riled up, she's like,
Oh. What did I get riled up about?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I really
Kind of went into mama bear mode. And I guess when I go into mama bear mode, I get a little country because I am country. But I'm so glad Scott is sitting away from it.
We're hillbilly country.
I'm not hillbilly. No. It is so good that Scott doesn't have a mic. He's over there laughing, but he cannot comment. All right, there is Amaris and Emery.
Comment.
He can comment, but his comments had to be to himself because I can't hear him with my headphones on.
We got siblings right there.
Yes, we do.
They look like twins. They really do, but they're not. Just to inform, they're not twins.
Again, so not appropriate. So glad you don't have a mic
on.
Look at him like, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this. And they act a whole lot younger than they are. They are two mamas right there. That's for sure.
You mean older?
What did I say?
They act younger than they are.
Oh, I thought I said that they're younger than I don't know. Whatever I said. It's I.
Stop.
It's all good in the neighborhood. Thinking about the neighborhood, I bet the parking lot is packed out there. Oh, and with church next door. Oh my goodness.
It's not
I bet
Sunday,
the church
though.
didn't. It is Sunday.
No, it's not. It's Saturday.
Scott and I were talking about that earlier about, we don't know, all the days just run together. There is our camera girl right there,
The
Jacqueline.
wizard.
She is the wizard of the cameras. That young lady is amazing. 14 years old, and if you could only see the two boards that she has and that all the different cameras that she has to manipulate, doing the picture in picture. I mean, she gets new equipment and I don't know what Scott's saying over there. He's like mumbling, but she gets new equipment. She's like, hey, can I mess with this? And in minutes she has it.
She's very tech savvy,
Very tech savvy.
unlike us.
And again, her mama is sitting over up top a little bit. And
Her family's super sweet.
yes, and they need just as many thanks as she does, because anytime we need her, sure, I'll have her there. And they do. Mama takes her everywhere. It's amazing. So thankful. All right, as you can see, she shoots for Texas Archery.
Whoop whoop.
Oh,
You need to have a little button that you can go.
she didn't like that one.
Whoop whoop. Got Miss McDonald.
Mm-hmm. Texas Archery's own, and the booth's own. Not only, but own. Another booth. That's another one that has grown up. She came to the room last night and knock, knock. And when she opened the door and she spoke, I mean, I heard and saw Molly, but it was Ellie.
They look like twins, just younger.
Yes. But being that Molly wasn't there and so they weren't side by side, I was like, why's Molly here? She has her own home. All men right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys right there on the line. Big D didn't seem to like his shot. He's checking it out kind of closely.
But what I have learned with archers that are super good, it might look like they're mad, but in reality, it is a small thing to be upset about.
Huh.
I don't get upset often. Don't.
Oh, that one kind of took me by surprise.
I was not upset earlier.
Okay. I know you weren't upset, but you had some looks on your face. We were talking about it, the many looks of.
Okay. For some reason, when I shoot, I look like I'm crying, but I'm concentrating.
Crying or mad? I don't know. We
It's
can't
my
tell.
concentration
But it is,
face.
that is your look the entire time. It does not change.
But I laugh and I giggle and I smile. I'm not
Off the line.
I'm not scary.
Oh, that one picture at Texas A&M. What was it?
They
Nationals
didn't
last
tell
year?
me they were ready to take the picture
For 5 minutes.
and I was trying to fix my medal.
Because they took
And
like
they caught me
10
off guard.
different pictures.
Because every time it kept flipping over and I couldn't figure out how to. Because the way they do medals is really confusing. And so I was trying to figure out how to flip it around and like rearrange it. And it was very difficult. And they kept taking
follow the V.
pictures.
It's all right.
And my face did not get much better. There's my mini me.
Miss Peyton, you're my mini me. And then, yeah, y'all used to be a lot alike. That one can be feisty right there, too. Good shooter right there.
We've been making sure that she has a strong arm during past few days. She's like to collapse a little bit, so she's been
I was
working
watching that
on.
release. I have some questions for Scott on that release. She, and maybe it's normal. Maybe I just haven't noticed it before. She kind of squeezed it, and then it looked like she went to her back. No, she didn't do it that time, though.
Yeah, we've been trying to work on that. We were practicing together yesterday. And then we got Crash de Hoyas.
Mm-hmm. It is so funny. He's so calm when he's shooting.
And then
Off the line,
he's
all
super
bets are off.
energetic.
Yes, he is. If he's not jumping through a picture somewhere, and I do mean jumping through a picture.
All my pictures I have with him, he's jumping
They're
through.
action shots.
I know he's also been working on some things lately. He went to a Christmas camp with George Riles.
Mm-hmm.
Those are always super fun.
Very thankful that they had invited you. We couldn't make it happen, but
I've been told I will be kidnapped next year.
again, by family, by Archery family.
Not actually kidnapped, guys. My whereabouts will be known.
Oh my goodness, Scott during the last one was talking about somebody was missing, and I'm like, what?
Who's missing?
And then he goes, one of the kids are missing. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And he's like, oh, on the scoring, I've got to knock there. I'm like, that means something different in my world.
We got Jeremy and Randall.
How's Randall doing? Because I know that he's trying to shoot for a better score. He doesn't look real happy with it at the moment. Yeah, Andrew at full draw. He was holding for quite a long time. But like you said, he somehow gets away with it. He can hold for a long time, and then he gets a better shot the longer he holds. All right, everyone's getting ready. There's Cash right there, like slipping and sliding, going around, and it looked like a...
Randall is clean. Oh, no.
Oh, no, she says.
Not clean.
All right, they're going to score.
He, on his first end, he shot 4 X's and then...
Okay, but he's still clean in 5s, not dropping any 4s?
No, he dropped.
Oh, okay.
One.
All right. Oh, a miss?
Yeah, he shot 4 X's and a miss. I don't know if he forgot to shoot the last arrow or... But other than that, he's clean, guys.
Hey, Scott, did you watch that one on Randall? The very first end, he shot 4 X's and a miss. Oh. Some of the things that makes us go, You're too young to know that song. All right, I don't know. Scott just said something. I'm like, can't hear you.
I heard him loud and clear.
You heard him loud and clear. Well, glad I didn't. All right. So whenever we come to the half, we will take an 8-minute break. Even though David Allen is not here, are you still doing an 8-minute break? Okay, 4 and 4, friends. I don't know why he said 4 and 4 earlier, but I'm just going with it. So 4 and 4 is 8. At least in my elementary world, it is 8. And then whenever they come back from the half, anyone who was shooting bottom will now shoot top, and anyone shooting top will then shoot the bottom. That gives everyone fair game. Also makes things a little more interesting because you've really got to have that mental game whenever you come back to make sure you shoot the correct target.
Especially when you have all bail of 5 spots, or even if it's single and 5-5.
So what she's getting at, so you can see right there on bail 2 that there's a 5 spot up top and a single spot down below. Well, if you were shooting a 5 spot, you're going to look for the target with the 5 spot. And if you're shooting a single spot, you're going to do that. Well, if you've got a 5 spot on top and bottom, might not shoot the right target.
Might not remember.
Might not remember. Now, our field governor, who is not here right now,
he
was
take
here
some
this morning.
business at Buffalo.
Yep.
But he'll be back.
He will be back. He will be back for the 6 o'clock shoot this evening. But he does a great job of reminding people whenever we come back from the half, hey, guys, you are shooting bottom target shooters first. But it always happens. We've seen pros do it. I'm not real sure if it's already happened this morning, but it happens all the time. If it ever happens to you, don't worry about it. You just lesson learned and you move on. All right. We still have our Cubs there. Kind of got some whiplash there, Scott, but that's all right. Good shot. Oh, it's always easier if you pull one arrow at a time. And just lesson learned. Yep, I'm telling you, try one at a time. There she goes. She's going to get it. All right.
This is the last end before half.
Oh, is it? Are we going into the 6th then?
Yes.
Going into the 6th. And it got a little louder every time we come up either towards the break or towards...
Because everybody's talking about how they need to use the bathroom.
Is that what everybody's talking about?
Well, that's what I always talk about.
I'm just not real sure why we do 8 minutes when the bathroom is all the way across.
Because if we do 10 minutes, people will go to McDonald's. You've
got the stairs right there. Everyone has to go up the stairs. Then you see the hallway way back. Well, now you can't see it anymore. You have to go through the hallway, and you've got to go back down the stairs on the other side, go all the way across the showroom floor, then go in the hallway there where the bathrooms are. Then you got to do all that to come back after you've done your business.
It makes people feel like they need a rush, so they'll get here back in time.
I don't know that I rush.
Never.
Never.
Ever.
Ever. How's Lily doing?
Oh. My favorite girl.
There's Logan. Well, you know what? Some of your other friends might take offense to that.
I tell everybody they're my favorite.
Okay, I was going to say, I've heard that about several people.
I know. I was talking to Peter. I was like, you're my favorite. And then Crash goes over and he goes, how rude. Oh, no.
Is that why her face does not look happy?
Yes. She's dropped 3 4s. But it's okay.
Did she say she was struggling with anything, or that she was, I'm going to stop right there, because Scott always gets on to people that please do not show the bottom parts of people. And what did Scott do?
Show the bottom parts of people.
All right. Yeah, she is not happy.
It's okay.
That makes me sad. She's a really good shooter. She's a really good kid. She's super sweet. She's super kind.
She always has crazy socks on.
Oh, does she? I've never noticed.
I always talk about it. Sometimes
but you're not up here talking about it, so it's my
She'll
first
always
time.
have different types of socks on for outdoors sometimes.
Yeah.
I will always go up to her and be like, what sock is it today? She's a sock fanatic.
My mama heart hurts when I see kids upset.
It's okay. Just go eat some candy.
That's what I like to do. When I see kiddos that are upset, then I try to go and get them candy. And then we've got one mama that's in the other range having a lesson for her kids. And
they weren't supposed to have candy.
I was wondering who gave my kid candy. And I was like, oh, that was me. They were crying. I can't help.
She's a teacher too, so she's...
Yes, hugs and candy if we're crying. It's got to fix something, right? Evidently not there. That one likes candy a whole lot, not supposed to have so much. No wonder he smiled when I gave it to him. I thought we just fixed everything. I didn't know I made a mama mad, but... All right, we got Big D on the line still. There we go. You saw the line etiquette right there. You saw that there was someone behind him that was just standing there while Derek Connolly was shooting his last arrow. That is line etiquette.
Oh,
if you are not, I'm telling you, yes, through our headphones, we can hear the loudness of the people down below.
The excitement.
The excitement. You can feel it. You can hear it.
It's because after the half, if you're shooting, it feels as if it's going by faster.
Tonight. Don't whip your head around like poltergeist at me.
I don't even know what that means.
You would be scared to watch it.
Guys, I don't watch scary movies. Don't even ask me to go with you, because I
like
will
a classic.
Not.
Meat crawls across the counter.
Okay, stop. I don't even watch Jaws. The original Jaws, it freaks me out. Even though I know it's fake.
Oh, it wasn't poltergeist. What is that?
Somebody
online knows where the girl, her head, The Exorcist.
I thought this was a family show.
That's what it is. The Exorcist is like so old. All right. A nice shot there, whoever had that shot. I like that shirt right there. Look at that shirt, Julia. Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Yep, that was this year's shirt, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
All right.
Their shirts get better every year.
Shirts and hats. I love it.
Yes. And actual rodeo is about to start soon.
It is. And some people said, what do you mean the rodeo shoot? Well, we hadn't had the rodeo, but this year we had to have the rodeo shoot in October. Do you know why?
So we could fit more people.
So we could fit more people. It had outgrown the venue. And so this year they moved it to October, and we shot it in October in the NRG Center. And it provided enough space to where we had a practice range, we had the competition range. They had a spectator area, a family area that had like all kinds of games. Yes, and then it had all the food. They supply us with food, and I don't mean just us, like raising an archer who's doing the live feed and the live scores and the volunteers. I mean, they fed every archer and every family member who was there, and I'm not talking about hot dogs and hamburgers.
It was like brisket.
It was good food.
It was good old country
breakfast. Everything you could think of. I mean, they do it right. And guess what they're having next year? Or
3D.
Mm-hmm.
For my 3D people, which I might be a 3D person next year. we might.
There is a rumor that, yes, she is going to dabble in 3D.
Dabble.
And
such a funny word.
All right. And yes, they are working on having 3D for the rodeo for this coming year, which would, I believe they're still looking at October. It will be indoor 3D because NRG is so large that we can have it there. They just keep making it bigger and better. They're like, what can we do to make it bigger and better? Every year, there seems to be more and more money
more people, more money.
Yeah, that they give out to. I really hope that was your foot and not something that just ran across. Okay. Scott's feet are normally not on my side, and so when I felt something run across my leg just then, I almost jumped out of my seat.
Don't worry, guys. There's no critters up here.
Well, that we know of.
That's what I was about to say.
All right, Andrew on his 5th. There we go. Nice shot. I don't know. The camera does get a little bit cleaner. I think Scott
says he's working on it, guys.
Like, Jacqueline normally has us to where we can see everything. But, you know, at least we have someone maneuvering. Look at there. All right. Well, Scott, you're going out and not in. Other way.
It's very confusing. It doesn't have anything labeled.
I believe, I don't know, as it gets farther away from me, I believe it was 4 X's and a 5, but, you know, he even took his headphones off. That's so not nice. You can't hear me without your headphones. So I think we're at the half.
Yes.
That means we'll take a short break once they are done. Now, some organizations require you to switch out your target. You know, if you've got that hole, you've got that blown out line. Me, if you've got a blown out line, change your target because that could cost you a score if someone can't see the line.
Yeah, but if you're me,
I know you hate changing your target out.
Don't like changing it. I like to have that hole to aim at.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about TFAA, you can do so, but it could cost you in the long run, but it's up to you. You get to take that chance. So they do have to move it top to bottom, but they do not have to get a clean target.
But you do have to stick with the same type of target face, though.
Like in our 4 little friends down here.
You cannot change from a single to a 5 spot or a 5 spot to
you got all the girls over here scoring and the guys like, no.
That's probably why he's far away. Cause
I'm good. Y'all go ahead and take care of this. Let me know when I need to pull my arrows. Poor guy.
He's walking around in circles.
I'm just going to do laps right here.
Getting that exercise.
Jeremy's got, he's like, nope, I'm getting a fresh target. Oh, Randall too. All right, Scott's ready to do his announcements. All right. He's doing a reminder that you need to switch target locations. Top to bottom, bottom to top. Going to have an 8-minute break. All right, folks, we're going to take a break here, and then we will meet you back in about 8 minutes.
Hey, welcome to Raising an Archer, and we have kind of a special edition here.
Start that over again.
Molly with her face all up in the camera. I'm not starting it over. That's part of it. We have Molly McDonald with us, she runs our social media at Texas Archery, and guess what? She'll be doing live coverage with me at the Texas Ringer.
Yes.
And when we decided, when we were looking at trying to do something different, this was probably about a year and a half ago, I was trying to decide, how do you come up with a cool tournament that's different than everything else? And we've, Lancaster has kind of changed their 3 spot and had like another little target that you can aim at for extra points and things like that. But we didn't want to duplicate that. And I was at an event and somebody was talking about Michigan having this weird target. So I did some research, found it, and it is this weird bright blue target. It's called an MI-3P MAA target. You can get that from Maple Leaf. And so I got these in. Everybody at first I love this target. Like, it is really kind of a cool idea. And what was it? How's the scoring on this one, Molly?
So the scoring is a little weird.
She's putting it in front of my face.
So the center is a 7, but if you see close right here, this line, that's a 6. Then we have 5, 4, 3, 2. And if you just hit the paper, it's 1. When we flip to the other side, same thing, 7, the line is 6, 5, 4. But if you hit the paper on this side, it's just a miss.
It's not a 1.
Oh, hold on. If you flip over to the other side.
No, I'm teasing. It is a miss. I'm just picking it.
I didn't even know what I said.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool target. And when I first introduced it to everybody, they were like, wow, that's cool. They go shoot it, and they're like, I hate this target. Because when I was thinking was like, hey, you hit the white, you hit that little line, you get a 6. But everybody feels like even if they shoot the line in the inside and they get a 6, they feel like they just dropped a point.
Yeah.
And, you have to shoot an inside out to get it. There's some strategy to this target. And part of that strategy is that you have to be able to shoot, you'll want to shoot micro arrows into it. Some guys will do 23s. They're like, they know they shoot well with them. So you have to make a decision coming in. Do I shoot micros or do I shoot the bigger arrows? And this is for the compounders. We had several people that came in, and when we shot this one, they used the micros, worked great. Others are just like, I am dropping points like crazy because they're just missing lines.
Yeah.
Hey, they were able to get a couple 7s, but what's happening is they're shooting and they're just missing the 6. And so not only they're
getting 5s.
They're getting 5s instead, and nobody wants a 5.
Yeah.
And so it's a little different. Molly's never shot this one before, so this will be your first time to shoot this target.
Yes.
What do you think when you look at it? It's kind of different, isn't it?
Yes, it is definitely different. I hope it's easy. I love the SYWAT targets, so I'm hoping it's kind of like the SYWAT targets. And, the white's pretty big. I'll probably be hitting more 5s and 7s, though.
Yeah, for those that seem to miss the scoring ring, this will be good because if they can just hit paper, they at least
there you go, right? Maybe I won't have a miss.
Some of the rules are when on the 5 spot, you can still shoot you can shoot them all into one target. You can shoot 2 into one and 3 into another. It really doesn't matter. It's kind of like NFAA rules. We're introducing. We've kind of clarified how we're going to do the traditional class. So no metal risers, going to have to be wood risers if you're going to shoot the traditional class, which we've set it up so that you can shoot on Friday or Saturday and you'll be able to qualify. Top 8 archers will move on. 8 a.m. it will start, and we'll be shooting. It'll be a shoot up type of format. Do you know what that means, Molly? That shoot up.
You score a certain amount and you just keep going higher and higher. So if you shoot off against 5th and 4th, if
it starts 8 and 7,
then whoever wins moves to the next.
Shoots against 6, yeah, and so on and so forth. Once we get to the final 3, which is that the top 2 qualifiers are really they're sitting pretty. they're automatically put into the finals, which will be on a big platform. We should have a lot of fun. You've never got to do live coverage with me, have you?
No.
So what we'll do is we're going to put them on that big platform. It's going to be live, right?
Yeah.
We're going to have live scoring on the screen, just like we always do. That's what we will. We want to make it as exciting as possible. We'll make it loud in there, so we're going to have a lot of speakers and music and all kinds of stuff. So it will be quite the production.
Yes, it will.
I like to do those productions, right?
Yes, you do.
Should be a lot of fun. What other things? Last year, the last time we did this shoot, we had a little over 100 archers. We're anticipating to do more than that. Registration is at $75. Roughly 75% of those dollars are going to go right back into your division. So, for example, we were talking about trad. If trad brings in 20 people, what would that be? Let's see. Let's do the math on that real quick. So 75 times 20. So you're looking at about $1,100 in the pot. That's really good money.
Yeah.
And what we'll do is we'll split. It won't be just all going to the winner. We'll, depending on, if you go to eyesonscore.com and look up Texas or 2024 Texas Ringer, you'll be able to register. And there's a lot more information out there on the Texas Ringer and on the rules and all of that stuff. We're still kind of tweaking the rules a little bit as people come in like, hey, what about this? We're like, oh, that's a good question. And we go ahead and we'll add those to it just so that we can continue to build it. We have a tournament director that's managing all that for us. We're trying to get hotel blocks for people so that they can get some discounted rates on hotels if they come in and hang out with us and shoot. So and times are going to be crazy because I think we have times going until probably shooting. We're probably going to be shooting from 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. On Saturday till 11 at night.
Oh, great.
So a lot of talking, a lot of fun. Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think, Molly?
I mean, sounds crazy. Sounds fun.
And you're planning on shooting it too.
Yes, I am.
So I'll have to recruit somebody to help me with the live broadcast.
Yeah, while I'm shooting.
When we do it. Yep. So we wanted to get a quick little podcast out there for you guys so you can understand what's happening, why this is different, and why this is going to be exciting shoot. We're hoping, if we can get enough people registered, we could give away between $6,000 and $10,000. I think that would be a great start for Texas to be able to put together a major tournament in the Texas, in the state of Texas, right?
Yeah, would.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys at the next target.
Falling through the air. No one but myself to hold my hand. Standing in the shadows of where we have been. Sleeping with your back facing me. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make. And I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 'Cause we're dancing as one.
All right, we are mic'd up and we are back. So, be nice, Julia.
I'm always nice. I'm a delight. Just don't catch me in the
A
morning.
delight.
Do not catch me in the morning.
Ryan is up here. Do we need to ask Ryan if you're always a delight?
I'm always a delight.
He just laughed. He's being so kind.
I'm such a delight. Just don't catch me in the mornings. I'm not a morning person.
The bad thing
It takes
about
me a few
traveling
minutes.
together a lot and practicing and coming up to the shop, poor Ryan has seen the different sides of Julia.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Everybody's not always nice all the time.
Like me?
Okay.
Ow!
I'll bite you with my toes.
All right, guys, we are back for the second half of the second line of the SYWAT tournament that is being hosted here by Texas Archery.
Woo.
Yep. Like I said earlier, if you've been with us, it is a full line. It is a full house. We have had 3 spots for Cubs on this line, and that is it.
It's so weird. A lot of the Cubs that were Cubs last year have moved up, and it's so weird.
There was one kiddo that moved up because he has a birthday like yours. So he shot, I don't know if it was last night or it was last night. He had to shoot 20 because then his scores wouldn't have qualified for state or for shooter of the year, any of that, unless he went ahead because his birthday would fall before state. And so once he changes age divisions, then all of the scores before that would not count.
It's a hard having a winter early whatever birthday.
I know what you're saying.
I don't always make sense. I make sense to myself, but
How's Dax doing?
I don't know. I didn't get to talk to him because you gave me like 2-minute warning. I was gonna ask him.
Well, evidently he was going to the bathroom because I passed him in the stair hallway, and I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" He says, "Good, good, good, good." No, that was it. So I had to go to the bathroom, so I didn't have time to talk much. All right. Oh, Randall had that little lean back and a let down.
Dax is clean in 5s. His last 2 ends have been 5Xs.
Nice. So Randall's at full draw. We've got Andrew over there about to go into his shot. He is at full draw. Man, I'm just always, I want to say every single time, he holds for a really long time. Oh, yep, there was that letdown.
We always joke that he likes the attention.
That used to be you. Adam has worked on your tempo, sped it up a little bit. All right, here he goes again. He is the last archer on the line. There are no clocks here. We do have clocks, but we do not use them for the SYWATs here. Now, whenever you go to state,
There will be clocks.
he's having some struggle. He's not liking that. Dad just turned around. He was like, not even gonna look. All right, here we go again. When you go to state, clocks are used.
Those clocks are scary, guys.
Man, there he goes.
I don't have my binos.
Yeah, I don't have binos, and we don't have a camera on Andrew's target. He still
he has another
arrow.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, yep, he's looking back at Dad.
He has 2 more arrows left, actually.
Yes, he does.
But that last one was
The
an
one
X,
that's
though.
loaded. He had, I can't tell real well if those are 2 low 5s, the first 2, or
Yes.
holding my breath with these kiddos. I told Adam a while ago, I said,
Which one?
Coach Adam,
Oh.
I said, I have a hard time, I said, I can judge, but to coach you, I can't coach you. I don't know all of the things. holding my breath again. I need to stop that. There we go. Nice way to finish that. Looked like that end was a struggle, but he made it happen. Looks like it's a 25, right? All right. These are the top target shooters. Their targets are on the top. Well, I find myself sometimes saying that, and I thought, well, that sounds kind of rude. I don't mean like the other ones were not top shooters, but meaning that their targets are on the top. That's all I mean by that. Hey, guess who's watching? Mr. Jason Brewer that we were just talking about taking his shirt off in a restaurant.
Not on purpose, Jason. Not on purpose.
I'm talking about that you had to when
You just make dinners so entertaining. You're
when
the
we
life
were
of the
in
party.
Vegas, you were taking off your jacket and your shirt came with it.
Just the life of the party.
Laugh of the party. Party doesn't stop till he walks in. I did not sing it.
She's like a walking musical. It's
I break out in song
it's
at
hard
any given
sometimes.
notice, without notice at any point in time.
It's without notice most
It
of the
just
time.
happens. All right, you see,
It's so cute having the
Logan?
little and then
yes,
all the tall
yes.
people.
Yeah. You see Mr. Gruff Derek right behind our.
Big D.
Jason's says, wait till next time.
Someone's gonna need to FaceTime me for that dinner.
Yeah,
Just-
we're gonna need video of that since we won't be there. I do enjoy seeing the little ones.
They're so cute.
They are cute.
They're very entertaining to watch sometimes too, because they're little, they don't really know.
Oh, some of them know more than
Some of them
Me.
are. Some of them are evolved.
how's Matt doing?
I don't know. I know their division is one of the
Toughest ones?
yes. What I would say is the young adult recurve. It reminds me of the senior compound.
Oh, wow.
It's always very close, and it's not like they have any rivalries. They have very
It's
good
friendly
friendships.
competition.
They're all
To
best
see-
friends.
To see Matt and Ethan and Daniel, the three of them shooting this line, those are some good scores to watch. There's some good archers to watch.
And even when we shoot outdoors, they're very all together.
And you will see them nationally.
Matt has
Very-
only dropped one, so has Daniel,
Wow.
and Ethan has dropped 4. But X counts are really high for each one.
What's the X count, Julia?
20, 16, and then 13.
All right. And they are going down to score. So those recurve archers are definitely ones to watch. Whether, it doesn't matter what organization these kids bring it. We had an interview with Matt Parmenter. It was a very good podcast with him, very informational. Loved hearing different sides and then some of his thoughts. Just coming from a teenager is pretty deep. He will practice so much until he gets. I'm telling you that young man right there that you're seeing on the screen. He's like, there are 4 girls over there doing the scores.
They got it.
I'm telling you, I'm just waiting to pull my arrows. That's it.
He's like, they got it. They're good.
There we go. If there are any calls, for one, they try to do it with their bail. If they are scoring on that bail, then if there's a 3-to-1 split that this is in and the one person says it's out, you're going to go with the majority. If not, they're going to call for someone to come over and make an arrow call.
Which is normally, if no one's there, we just normally ask the closest adult.
Right. Scott or I can be, called down there. Sabrina Harrigan, like I said, she's a coach here at Texas Archery. She can easily be called. When David Allen is here, our field governor for Texas Field Archery Association, he is always good to come over and make an arrow call. Everybody left Miss Sabrina down there, her bellmates. Abandoned her. Logan's bellmates abandoned him.
When you say it like that.
Well, it's not very nice. Whenever you're scoring with other archers, it's a good time to meet new people. Meet people that you are probably going to shoot with again. Meet people that if you're in a jam, whether you've got a spring that comes loose or anything, that will most likely help you out. Down there when you're scoring, walking to and fro.
To and fro, wow.
It's a great time to get to know these people and become friends and family. And look at you and the De Hoyos. Oh, you and the Smiths.
My people.
Yeah. They become your people. Did you hear that came out from a teenager? Her people. They became her
also
people.
because I'm crazy. I'm like a little kid.
That
at
came
heart.
from your mouth, too.
Hey, we're supposed to be nice on here, remember?
Yeah, I didn't say it. You did. It's all right.
But you agreed in
I
a
agreed.
not nice
I didn't
way.
argue with you. Agreed in a not nice way. All right. So it looks like our archers are coming back and getting ready for the bottom target shooters to go up to the line.
I love how Crash told me that he was going to let me win today. He has not dropped a 4, but I did earlier. So let's see how tonight goes. Maybe I'll win. Maybe I won't.
I'll watch that X count.
We might have ice cream on the line.
Oh, I just heard that Brewster's told Miss Amy that they had run out of the, I think it's chocolate, double chocolate, something like that.
Well,
She
they
was
have
not happy.
lactose-free ice cream that tastes super good as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
If you haven't known lactose-free, it's not the funnest life. It's not great out here.
Hadn't been great for me raising you being lactose intolerant. All right, let's see.
Oh, look
I
at
don't
that.
know.
That was super in sync of Peyton and Crash.
Okay, look at Case. I don't know. He looked back and that was either a happy what just happened or that was a not so happy. Well, you won't know until never mind. Because
I'll
Scott's
still go look
talking,
at
so
his.
we are not getting shots of targets right now to see. That's okay. At least we are getting shots of archers, so at home you can see a little bit of the action.
Case did drop one earlier, but even with that, he's doing really well. His X count is very high.
Good.
One thing about him is he always knows how to come back with it or just let it go, unlike me.
And that's big. And yeah, unlike you. That's big in archery. You get it's one arrow at a time. You focus on the next arrow. You do not look back at the ones that you've already shot unless if you listen to the podcast with Matthew Parmenter, you will hear about the shot of bliss. And that shot of bliss you want to remember and just think about that shot of bliss. And he says every time you will have at least one of those shots, and that's what you want to focus on. The shot of bliss, folks. And I'm wondering how many he's had so far today. Might need to ask him that in a little bit. I always learn something every podcast we do, no matter who it is with. I remember with the one Scott kept calling the guy Robe. His name is
It's
Rob.
Rob. Oh my
word.
goodness.
3 times in a row.
Poor
But
dude.
with that one, I learned we don't bow hunt. However, I learned a lot about broadheads and the different kinds of arrows versus the broadheads as to what you need. And it varies on the animal that you're hunting. I did not know that. I kind of figured that, you get an arrow and, yeah, you probably need a broadhead. And
You
then
probably need a
you go
broadhead.
shoot.
Just probably.
That's that. That's all there is to it. Go hunt, kill, eat. That was my thinking, but no, there's a whole science to it, and there's a whole study that goes along with it. So that was pretty amazing. I had no clue, and the kind of broadheads that expand, the movable ones versus the ones that don't, and I was really shocked. And then you go and you hear from the youth archers and you hear about their process and you hear about their thinking and their mental game and what they do to prepare. And
I have a process now.
wow.
Which is,
Well,
if
you
you
should
looked
have
at me-
always have had a
well,
process.
a year ago, if you look back a year ago, I would say that my process would just be shoot and aim, but now I have a long
What
list.
happened? Because you had one before that.
Not when I was like beginning.
Yes. Even when you were beginning.
Oh, well. We'll
Well,
not talk
thank
about that.
goodness somebody has helped you out with that. Thank you, Adam, for getting her back into a process. Her 3 things to focus on.
There's the twins, as I call them.
There's Molly
I mean,
that's closest
Ellie.
to us, and then Ellie.
They look so much alike.
I'm telling you, when she came in last night, Mr. Paget right behind her. Is Miss Paget here today?
I don't think so.
Okay, I haven't seen her.
I wonder if he used her gigantic Stanley. It's a giant jug. Last time I saw him,
Uh-huh.
it was her giant thing. I was like, oh, where'd you get that from? And it was pink and everything. He was like, oh, it's my wife's. So I didn't clean mine, so I took hers.
Wow, Ellie, I think that's Ellie's target right. The one to the left. That looks really good.
She's been working a lot recently. Yesterday when I was practicing with her and Pay, they were both doing stellar.
How's Peyton doing?
Peyton, last time I checked, she was doing pretty good.
Is Ellie going to beat her older sister today?
Well, that's not fair because Molly's a bare bow. At least has a sight.
That's right. Ellie is now recurve. She started off bare bow.
Peyton has only dropped 2 4s, which is pretty good because this is her first year at 20.
Oh, is
So,
it? Okay.
Yes. She's one of the cubs that moved up just recently.
Molly is circling that 5.
There's Paget.
Paget.
Oh, oopsies. Sorry, I'm not great with spelling.
Oh, guess what? Miss
What?
Casey has joined us and is watching.
My birthday twin.
And Casey, I was so focused on Julia's 16th birthday that I missed yours.
I told her happy
So
birthday.
a belated happy birthday. Oh my goodness.
I could never forget her.
Here is sweet Lily. No, I couldn't forget it, but it passed me, and 'cause there was a lot of planning that went into that birthday. This looks like a good end for Lily. Oh, one
Yes.
arrow to go.
She's gonna shoot at 6 o'clock with me. She's gonna shoot again.
Her arms are
was-
going to be
she
tired.
was
Oh,
talking
now we've
about-
got Cody. We have both Mr. and Mrs. Brooks on here with
Got
us.
Cash too.
All right. Lots of friends with us. Nice shot.
She's talking about how she just needed a 120 warm up. You know?
Wow. Matthew is all happy. Him and Daniel.
Let me see what they're doing down there.
Wonder who Elise was waiting on. She was waiting on someone before they go down there. Oh, okay. And then Andrew kind of dragging as he's going down there.
Oh, Matt's trying to see if he shot a 4 or a 5.
Oh, what is it?
I can't tell because their heads are in the way.
Target 1, Scott. Bail 1.
He's shooting
All
fatties,
right.
so I'm trying to see.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
okay, Scott.
I need you to move it up a little bit.
Okay. Oh,
I can't
don't
tell.
know.
I think it might be in.
It might be cutting the line. I mean, that one's.
I
that one's
think
a tough
it's
one.
in. I think it's
Mr.
in.
Cody says, "Hey."
Hey.
And to have y'all coming to us from up northern Texas, I think is where y'all. Well, I think it's north of Dallas, but it gets cold there still.
I'm gonna say it's in.
You're gonna say it's in. You're calling it as in. All right.
Even though I have contacts and glasses and
And
binoculars
binos.
in, I think I would be right.
I don't know. That top left target is kind of blurry.
See,
Look,
Daniel's trying to figure it out too.
Yeah.
What our motto is, if you can't call it out,
yeah, if
call
you-
it in.
It goes to the benefit of the archer. I mean, that's all there is. Look, they're like,
They're trying to figure. I don't know if
They
Matt
are
said I don't think it's in.
really-
I can't tell what
oh
he's
no,
saying.
no, he will not do that because that is his biggest pet peeve
Yeah.
with you. He told me, Miss Cook, you need to tell Julia to quit calling her own arrow out.
I feel bad because I don't want to be like, oh,
If there is a call, I wish I could. Hey, Scott, you've got the microphone. Tell those guys if there is a call, ask Sabrina Harrigan to. You've got an issue on bail 1.
yeah.
They can't. She's down there scoring, so she's at bail 2.
Just say Bell 1.
No, just tell everybody. General announcement.
Hey, if you guys have an arrow call down there, just ask the guys next to you.
Matt looked at me. It's like he knew it. That was kind of funny. Oh, hey, got a message here. Got a message
Tell
here.
them I think it's in. I think it's in.
We can't see. Oh, look, Randall went down there.
I think it's in. If they
Way
call
to
it
go,
out,
Randall.
I'm gonna be a little upset because I'm wholeheartedly think it's in.
All right. Hey, I've got a message here. Ren says she loves you, Julia. Oh,
Aw.
another sweet girl right there.
My faves. She just did really
Sweet
good. She had a
family.
long week of showing and competitions.
Oh my
She
gosh.
did really well.
Her ag mechanic thing looked
It was
amazing.
great. I saw pictures of it, and I think
that
she
was,
had a
looked like it was
she had a
made
debate.
in a.
She had something for debate as well too.
Oh, see, I could do that.
Oh, we know. We know. Okay, they're
could
still
debate.
down there. Just call it in.
I'm telling you, they should
call
have
it in.
called.
Please call it in.
There goes Scott. He wouldn't tell Sabrina to go over there, but
I don't know.
now he got caught, and Randall was still there.
I'm going to kind of yell if I want to ask if it's in or not.
Well, you're fixing to find out. It should be on the tablet now because they're pulling arrows. That is the beauty
It's-
of Eyes on Score, the live scoring app. We can see it. It should already be in because they have pulled their arrows. There is no changes to the scores now.
It's in.
It was in.
It was in.
It does. I mean, look. It looks like it
Like
touched
that
the
was in. That
line.
was in.
Yeah. Jar liquor, matey.
Oh.
Look, they had Scott. Look. It's too late now. You can't change the
I know.
score.
I think he was just trying to show like
Randall's back there. Man.
filling.
Is there a
filling your
hanging
hole.
Chad? Is this like the presidential ballot?
I don't even know what that is, Mom. I don't know what the hanging Chad is.
Okay, well, people my age know.
I thought you were talking about Nadia's dad. I was like, what are you talking about? Hanging Chad.
I said it wrong, but anyway.
I was like, what are you going to do to Chad? Leave Chad out of this.
Oh, my goodness. Missing Chad today.
I want to know if it's in or not.
You just said it's in. They
Oh,
scored
yeah.
it.
I forget. Sorry.
We're on to something
Short-term
else. We just
memory.
need them to get off the range so we can move on. Okay, let's go. Oh, check Derek's scores. Little D.
Little D. Leo.
And his new Matthews jersey down there.
I know, very
I
stylish.
haven't seen that one before, which, I mean, I'm sure he got it with his new bow.
Yeah, he switched from Elite
Is
to
that
Matthews.
a Matthews towel?
Maybe. He might be repping.
I can't tell if it's, we don't have Scott up here to move. I can't tell if it's Green Bay from here or if it's Matthews.
He's solid on
Ooh.
every end.
All right. How many more ends does he have to go?
4.
All right. Lil D has 4 more ends to go. As we get closer to the end of this shooting line, it is getting louder. Hey, Scott. Lil D's archery towel. Is that a new Matthews towel?
Yeah, because he switched.
No, I'm saying, is it Green Bay or is it Matthews? You can zoom in on that towel. Derek, Lil D. It is a Matthews towel? Oh.
Why were you thinking it's green, like Packers?
Yeah, green. Well, I see it.
There's no green on it, Mom.
Okay, well, I can't see from here. I'm way up top.
We might need to get you
Oh.
colorblind check.
Can we look at his target? Because he just... Derek's Lil D, 8. Got to be 8D. He took a good look at that one.
They're both in.
Oh, okay.
Not even close to being out.
He could have just been
He's
slowing
on the
down his
road.
process.
He's on the road to 60X again. That should be like a TV
On
show.
the road again.
On the road to 60X.
Where's my Willie Nelson France?
France.
Friends.
See, when you talk like that, I can't understand you. I'm your own daughter. I just can't understand you.
All right. So did Randall make a good call on that arrow, or?
I was
That
pretty
was a
sure
yes, he
that it
did?
was
Okay.
in.
Ethan is not looking real happy today, and this might be the day where whenever he says, not so good, that I might go, okay.
That Derek's bow is as white as his teeth.
Julia Ann.
It's a compliment. His teeth are white.
Okay.
Have you not seen his teeth? They're like sparkling.
Okay.
His bow is sparkling.
Hollywood. Yeah.
Like, I don't get how you would take that in a bad way. It's a compliment.
Just the way you said it.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. He's got pretty teeth, pretty white bow. There we go. We fixed it.
Every time he smiles, I always think, ding.
I wonder if he is as nervous as when he was whenever he got his first 360X.
Probably not, because he knows that he can do it. should
I
put that on
haven't
a
looked at
t-shirt.
I haven't looked at the standings to see if he's had any other 360X or if that was his first and last one until shooting here. That's the only one that he's had. That's a better way of saying it than what I said. It's the only one, not the first and the last.
That was awful. First and last.
Yeah, you and
You're
I were
done. You're over.
until today.
Don't call me.
Maybe.
Don't come by my house.
Call me maybe.
No.
All right, there is Cole at full draw.
Where?
I thought I saw his mom and dad here.
Dallas is looking stylish.
Is she looking stylish? Did she have some boots on? I thought she had some boots on, her hair pulled back. Ponytail.
I don't know. I liked her
Yep.
sweater.
Oh, okay. I hadn't seen her sweater. I saw the back of her. That's the only way I know. Again, thank you to the parents that go and get for your kids. You're the cheerleaders for your kids. You go and you take them to these tournaments and you take them to practice. You take them everywhere. And we smile. Well, maybe I don't smile whenever when your kid
Such a
goes toe to toe
say.
with you. Check out that podcast too.
Please don't.
Oh,
They
man.
aired out dirty laundry.
Well, I mean, as Scott said, we're honest, we're real. We talk about things that we actually go through. That's the whole thing, is to help
I am a nice
people
person,
go through
guys.
it. And so when you went toe to toe with me at the practice range, then and poor Joe had to come and intervene, and then he texts Scott, Wendy and Julia fighting. And he's like, that needs to go on a podcast.
No, it does not.
Well, we had to learn how to navigate through times like that. What's the plan? We never had that happen before, and you became a teenager, and you became an alien, and had to figure out how does that work when that happens.
You already had one teenager, though.
Yes, but not a girl. That one was a boy.
He's weirder.
Oh, okay. But anyway, yes, that podcast does talk about how to navigate through those times when you and your archer, it's not a good day, and what do you do, and how do you keep that from happening? And that was a struggle for me, and I don't know, it's probably not going to be the last time, and I'm sure it will happen again. Cole Ware at full draw.
He's
Caden
clean so
Cripple.
far.
All right, Caden Cripple right beside him. he kind of liked that one. That's another one that we were. That's whenever his mama was shooting, and we were at a tournament, and I thought he talked bad about his mama. I'm like, whoa, hold on now. He was like, no, it was good for her. Like, okay, all
It
right.
was good for her. It was. What is it called? Something criticism?
You know,
What is the
archers
nice criticism?
archers get pins for your accomplishments. I think that there ought to be pins for parents
Why?
for our accomplishments. We
accomplishments?
we held our tongue today. You get a 5-star pin.
I think that's just part of being a parent.
Sometimes it's a little difficult.
I know, but we're trying to work on being nice, remember?
Oh man.
With open
Yep.
arms.
Yep. Hey, you took your kid to practice. There's your white pin. Yep.
I lose my pins. They fall off. They've been
I
bye-bye.
could wear them
Ciao,
around.
ciao.
I could put them on the bino strap. Yep.
That would look weird.
I could, what about whenever I get my bronze Olympian for
What?
I took you to practice. We went to a coaching session. I made sure you were hydrated, made sure you had food, made sure your jersey, because these are all things that you.
Well, I think the food and the hydrated part are just necessities of being a parent. You're supposed to
clothing,
make sure
food,
that
and
I'm stay
shelter.
alive.
That's the parent thing: clothing, food, and shelter.
Yeah, hydration and food.
I bought you one of those stinking Stanley cups
Hey, and look,
that you just dropped.
I've been staying hydrated.
See, I did my part. I need a bronze. I need a bronze pin
Oh
for
my
that.
goodness. You can have mine, 'cause I got 2 of them. We need to send in my gold
What's my
pin.
friend doing over here?
We haven't done that yet.
Okay, you need to stop hitting me with the cord.
It's out of love.
Scott didn't even do that. All right. Oh, we are moving and grooving.
Let me see what end we're on.
Mr. Paget and Mr. Randall walking back off of the line, or not off the line,
About
but
to
back
start
in the targets.
round 10.
Round 10. I tell you, my little friend over here.
Stop.
I think he's getting in his steps. Look at him. Man, I wonder how many steps. I need to give him my Fitbit, and he could do minute steps. And how that would work out.
Tracker. Oh, doing the moonwalk.
Moonwalk.
Get it?
Telling you.
I see you over there.
Yeah, we see you. And there comes Miss Jacqueline.
There's just like a gang of recurves over there.
A gang of recurves.
It's so.
There's a gaggle of girls.
Is that a word?
Yes.
What does it mean?
It's like a group of geese.
But they're not geese. They're
But
girls.
no, I said they're a gaggle of girls. They're a group.
So you're calling them geeses?
No, geese. There's no geeses. It's geese. It's a goose or geese. That's it.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Why would you have different spelling for different of the same things?
I don't know. I didn't create the English language.
It's like polynomial long division. Who made that?
One of my 5th grade boys, he says, Miss Cook, why isn't A always A? There is A, why ain't it just A?
I don't know.
Caught. AUGH. None of that makes the ah sound. But why is that? I'm like, I don't know, honey. Oh, sorry. All right, here we go. Are we missing someone on the line right there? Or is that?
I thought
No,
it was
because that's
fine.
where the Cubs are. All right. Go through, Julian. See who is still on for 300. See who's on for 360X. Is it only Derek?
I think so. Matt has only dropped one,
He's probably mad about dropping the one.
probably. No, he would be correcting himself.
Yeah.
Supposed to say not
no,
mad.
because he's thinking about the. He probably is not happy about dropping the one, but he's still thinking about the shots of bliss.
Matt and Daniel would be the people to watch for recurve to be 300s, because Daniel has only dropped 3 and 2 of them were in the last end. So
Okay, wait. They're on the shot on the way to 300. So they dropped X's or they dropped?
no, just like 300 in general. They dropped a 5.
Okay, so there's still 5s, but they haven't dropped 4s.
No, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying. They
all right.
dropped. Never.
Wow, so we have
They've-
2 recurvers.
No,
who,
I'm saying they've dropped a 4.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm
All right. We said they're the ones to watch for 300. Well,
Because in the near future,
oh,
how they're doing
in the
really
near
well
future.
now.
All right. Yes, we've mentioned they are excellent shooters. See Elise Chan right here. Another sweet child right here. Another awesome archer. Wow. Scott. We're thankful for Scott. We're thankful that we are still able to bring this to you.
Brian Paget is on the way to 300.
All right.
No, Jeremy, why? Drop 2 4s. And it was like back to back.
Oh,
It's okay.
it is okay. How's Miss Sabrina doing?
Well, I have to go through like
Oh,
the
okay.
little kids and check or scroll through. It's a lot of people on this list.
It is for this line. I'm telling you, we had 37 archers just on this one line.
Emery De Hoyas is on her way to 300. She has only
Nice.
dropped 2 X's so far.
Way to go.
That sounds rude if I say so far.
Oh, at least didn't like that shot. Looks like that is going to be a 3 if I'm looking at it correctly. I don't know, Scott.
Crash is on his way to 300. He has dropped 1, 2, 3.
Okay, here
He's
we've
only
got
dropped
Andrew.
5 X's. Cole is also on the way to 300, and so is Andrew.
Andrew can be so quiet, and then you get the kids together, and he's a different person.
With me, him and Micah are super talkative. Used to when we first got to know them, they were very. I
Got
don't
to know them.
I can't talk really well on spot.
Don't worry,
it's
Scott can't
difficult
either when
for
he
me.
gets over here.
And so when we first knew them, they were very quiet and shy. But now they're super talkative, and I love that.
Micah almost acted scared of me. Like, I'd get one word answers. Yes.
Oh,
And then
okay.
he would scurry off.
Little D is still on the track for 60X.
Nice.
Big D has only dropped 1X on the road to 300. And so is Chris Ellison. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but Chris.
Don't worry, Scott does that all the time too.
So Little D is 225.45 with 45X. Big D is 225 with 44X. And then Chris is 225 with 43X. So they're all on their way.
So Lil D's the only one on the road for 360X.
Yes. But all their X are pretty high up there still.
Matt says he will do that signature move right there where he went ahead and went through the moves that it takes for that shot of bliss. I can guarantee you that's what it was. And he will do that. Even there are times that he will do that going towards the target to pull arrows. He will still imagine that shot of bliss and make that move again. He tries to remember what it felt like. He said there, when he does that, he knows if he went through that same thing again or if it was different. And that shot of bliss, I bet, was that top left spot.
Amaris De Hoyos is on her way to 300 as well. She has 35 X's.
Very nice. You're talking about a cub shooter there.
Her and her sister Amory are both cub shooters and doing really well.
Matt is so smooth when he shoots. It's been fun to watch this kid grow up and to see just what he has become.
He's always a good person to bounce off, and if I have a question about, I don't know, if I have like how to get out of a rut or something with shooting, I always bounce an idea off of him.
What was the last tip he gave you?
Oh, because I was having trouble with like scoring and everything, and he basically was talking about the bliss part where you need to find that one shot and be happy with it.
I thought there was something about writing something on your hand or...
Oh, how many good shots I had.
Oh, okay, there you go. So you concentrate on the good. Right, here's Canada, oh Canada. Always wearing black.
Because he's in
That's the way
stealth mode.
the song goes.
Oh,
Canada.
oh, Canada. I'm surprised my father doesn't know it.
He was born in Canada. He wasn't raised there.
Still, you should know your...
All right, here we go. What was this? Was this 10
That
or
was 10.
11? That was 10. They have 10 more arrows then at this point to determine if they're going to get that 300 buckle or the 60X buckle. That 300 buckle, if you shot the Texas Archery SYWAT a couple of months ago, the first one that we had here, and then you came back this weekend, or you're coming back tomorrow, and you shoot another 300. My friend is cracking me up down there. He's out of the thing, but he is stretching. Man, I need to be down there with him. He must be an athlete other than archery because he gets the steps in, he does the stretching. All right, back to the 300 buckle.
Dax is also on his way to a 300 buckle.
Nice. So for that 300 buckle, if you shot a 300 at the first Texas Archery SYWAT of the season, and you came back this weekend or you're coming back tomorrow and you do so, there Scott got him, then and you shoot a 300 this time, so 300 both times, then you get a free 300 Club belt buckle. Scott had a picture of that online. So if you want to see that, it's a pretty nice belt buckle. And then the 60X buckle, what that is, if you shoot that 360X anytime, you also get a 360X buckle. Can you get both? Absolutely. We want you to get both. Now, if you just shoot a 300 at one of the two tournaments here at Texas Archery, you can purchase. We do have the 300 Club buckles for sale that you may purchase. I know that whenever Scott first made that announcement, he did not explain that so well, so a lot of people were upset thinking that if they scored 300 at both tournaments that they still had to buy their belt buckle, but that is not the case. You only buy it if you just shoot a 300 at one of them and you want the buckle. You don't even have to buy it then. That's all there is to it, folks. So there are two different buckles up for grabs. Look, he's showing you that he heard about your white teeth. He put his bow up to his teeth. So there you go. Derek knows about the white teeth, white bow. All
It's a
right.
good starter color.
It's a good what?
Start color. So like if you like want to show your dentist like I need this color.
Oh my gosh. You could just say you want white teeth. I don't know.
But they have different colors of white.
Oh, I just figured it was white, eggshell white, country white.
See, there's different whites.
Well, if I say I just want white, it'd be like that card. What is the commercial? It says, "Hold, do the tissue test."
Yeah, crest.
All right. I need to go see his dentist.
He probably flosses.
Oh. All right. So it's a good shot of Lil D right there. He is the one that is on the road, as Julia says, for that 360X. We are really hoping that he gets that. That would be awesome that the 2 SYWATs at Texas Archery, that he would get 360X at both. It was fun watching him get that a couple of months ago. I literally held my breath and sat on on the edge of my chair up here. I think Scott did too. I don't know about holding his breath, but we were both on the edge of our seats, and then the crowd erupted whenever he got that. So Derek has been instrumental in helping us get into doing and bringing Raising an Archer to Houston Rodeo. I don't know. Julia was freaking out with her hands. I don't know what she was just doing.
I put my hands behind the chair.
It was
and it was
dusty. Because then all of a sudden she was like, oh, looking at her hands.
I just felt something in my hands. I was about to freak out for a moment, but we're all good. We're all good.
So he's a good guy. He's always trying to help archers out. And
He's helping me with 3D.
yes, he said he would help you with 3D. Just, he's good with the kids. He will interview kids. He will bring kids to us to interview. And we appreciate what he does and that he tries to grow the sport as well, because that's what we do as Raising an Archer. You can find our podcast on any major podcast platform. We are out there. You just look us up, Raising an Archer. We try to do these live
is Logan
broadcasts.
still on there? Logan. Okay, let me look at Logan
you
Hamilton.
didn't look at Logan?
I didn't see his name.
I'm surprised
sorry,
the Brooks
Logan.
didn't say, hey, what about Logan?
Logan Hamilton.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
Oh no, it'll be Logan's second one. Logan's on the road too.
There
He's
we go.
on the
We've got
road.
2 guys very close to each other, shooting very close to each other down there. So that's Logan Hamilton right there. He didn't like that one, guys. Oh, that last one. Oh, look at the frown. No. He goes, yep. Yep.
You jinxed it, Scott. You jinxed it.
It's all your fault.
I'm gonna tell Logan that it's your fault.
Dadgummit. Well, then there was one. We're back to
Sorry.
back to little D. Man, and the 11th end. Oh, that is some. So Ryan did the same thing last night or this morning. Which one?
This
morning.
morning.
They're all running together. The bottom right spot, 11th end.
Difficult.
All right, so we've got one person who is still in the hunt for that 360X. What? Okay, I hear you giggling over there. I don't know.
Talk so weird.
Well, still in the hunt. That's
So weird.
a common idiom. I don't even know if it's an
I don't
idiom
even know
because
what that word
it's
means.
okay.
Well, I probably do. I just
I like teaching that to my 5th graders right now. So you're in 10th grade. I would hope you would know what an idiom is. All right. Look at this line of archers. I love that it is a mix of male and female archers. Ladies, if you see this going on, it's for you too. It's for all ages, men and women. It doesn't matter if you have a disability. You can. There's the armless archer. I mean, he'll be at Vegas, I'm sure.
he signs it with his feet. I
Yes.
have one
Yes.
up on my wall.
Matt Sutzman is a phenomenal archer and has no arms. I mean, there's no excuses for archery.
That was kind of harsh.
Well, I'm saying if you are out there and you're thinking, well, no, I can't do this. You know, I don't have a thumb, or you know, there are mouth apertures that you can use. It's well, I mean, like, you know, like Octavius, he uses them. Yeah, see, you know. All right, we see Micah Z right there. Haven't seen much of Micah today. How's he doing?
I don't know.
And you never know what Micah, you can ask him. He goes,
Yeah, and then
Okay.
one time he like won nationals, and I was like,
hey,
"Oh
Micah,
my gosh,
how'd you do today?
Like,
It's all right.
I'm like,
Or that's all we got.
That's
then.
all we got from
Yeah,
him.
he used to not talk to us, and it was like, and he scurried off. And well, you know, that's what he would do. He would, you know, like run off. But he is amazing. All right, Scott, can't really see. And he's like, would you leave me alone? All right, here we are with Lily.
I can't tell for Micah. I don't know if he's doing good or bad.
Well, what's he got right now?
A 203
203, okay.
because he has
How many X's?
3.
What's his X count?
So I don't think it's going the way Micah would like it to go to.
Okay. You know, but I know with him and his coach that they change things like all the time.
Yes.
So
Especially on recurve, once you change something, a little thing can be a big thing.
yes.
I don't know what we're waiting on.
Because Canada's still on the line.
Oh.
But Derek and them need to back up. Logan.
Oh, I think there's
is there
something
something
with his
wrong?
bow.
Oh, he sees it. Okay. So Canada's bow is not functioning properly, or it could be the rest. They're looking at the rest now. But you've got both Derek's right there. Big D and little D. You got Jeremy standing back behind. Oh, he's
These to shoot it.
does he have 2 arrows left?
Yes.
I mean, whatever's wrong with the bow, it looks like it's shooting well. If I can see, it looks like 3 X's.
Hopefully it doesn't explode.
Julia.
Plus, if something fell off of it. Okay,
There's another
that was
X.
good.
It looks, I mean, can we get a closer look?
Oh,
Oh, up top left.
maybe it was
Dang.
his arrow.
Wow. Oh, look at, no?
Yeah.
I see the arrow, but I was thinking something was wrong with the arrow, but no, that's just the knock and the fletchings. Yeah, that's, wow. So you can see that up above the red target pin. That is Canada's arrow there, but it's kind of strange because the other 4 are X's. Now, if it had come off the rest, it would have gone left or right, not necessarily high. Could his release gone off early? Do I? No. So I was asking Scott. He does not have a microphone, but he can still hear me. He has headphones on, and so I was asking, could his release have gone off early? They were looking at his release, so that is a possibility. Normally, if an arrow comes off the rest, it goes way left or way right. Correct, Scott? Yeah, he's given me the nod. Yes, and so it did go left, but it was high left. So there's a couple possibilities, but then for, and the reason why I say those things is because whenever he came back, he shot his last arrow. Again, it was an X, a nice X. So those are the two things that I was thinking may have happened, but there are many things that could have happened as he was shooting.
Daniel and Matt keep switching from first and second.
Ooh.
Always be very close.
And I tell you what, for the standings, it will continue to switch back and forth. And then when Ethan comes back in, I mean, it's just, you never know. There are so many top-notch archers out here. And we still have 3 more. Oh, yeah. Yes. As Scott was saying, even the good ones miss. And it's absolutely true. Julia's had a miss. There are pros that have misses. And it's just the name of the game. I kind of equate it with, professional baseball players. And you have a professional baseball player who comes in here. One of the pitchers for the Astros, he comes in and shoots. But, I mean, even Astros strike out every now and then. So, it's in every sport. You're either, maybe you don't make the 3-point shot.
Matt has still only dropped 1 point.
1 point. That is amazing. 299. 299 going into the last, how many arrows?
Last one.
Last 5 arrows. And the recurve archer has a 299.
I need to check Derek's.
Come on, Derek's still smiling. So
Derek's always smiling.
I've seen him shake his head before.
Freestyle adult.
Oh, my little Pearland girl is wiping her eyes wet. Look at the cubs. Maybe she's just tired. I hope she's just tired.
Oh, yeah. Logan dropped to the last one on the last one.
Oh, we saw it. It was...
I was still hopeful.
You're Was that Derek's? Yeah, that was Derek's. Dead center. Look at that target. You can see the shot out centers from here.
Where is Derek? I don't know why I can't find him.
Ooh, wait, that last arrow is going to be the one to watch. If you can see, that's the only place that doesn't have the shot out center. He kind of danced around it. 4 more to go, folks. To the first person for this tournament for 360X.
Pro.
3 more arrows to go. I see that deep breath. I remember that breath from the last time. Oh, a second deep breath.
And Connolly has only dropped 1 X. Him and Logan.
Come on. Look at him stare it down.
That's what you have to do. You have to visualize putting it in the center. That's what I do.
Yes, you do.
That's why it looks like I'm angry.
He doesn't look like he's angry.
Oh.
He didn't make the Julia face.
That's just my face.
Arrow number 3. Shooting for the 360X.
You're going to jinx it. Okay, that was in.
Like he's getting nervous. Did you see him shake his head?
You're going to see me stand up and be like, ah. But then I'm going to have to calm down. Really excited, guys, if you can't tell. Just slightly.
These deep breaths.
See, I'm taking
2
deep breaths
arrows
now.
to go. I'm telling you. Like, Scott's already pulled over. I don't know what Scott's doing, but anyway.
I don't know. He's...
I can't take my breath. Right. Is that full draw? Yes, I got quiet. In.
Oh.
Here we go. It's that last one.
Donut.
It's that last one.
Got this.
Look at that deep breath. Got the
He
hand
does
on
the
the
hand
hip.
to hip. That's what I do.
Staring down that arrow, folks. I don't know that many other people in here know. Well, look, Derek Connolly, these guys are back here with they had their binos up watching. Here we go, folks. This is the final arrow for the 360X, the first of the weekend.
Yeah!
Yes! Woo! All right. If you can't tell, he did just get his 360X.
Second one of the year.
Nice.
Or no, it's the first one because it's 2024 now.
Well, of the season.
Of the season.
Yep. All right. Oh. He just took his binos off. Aw, Dax came up and congratulated him. I'm telling you, he's good with the kids.
Dax is a sweet child.
Yes, Dax is a good kid. Yep. I think I've said that about every kid in here today.
Yeah, probably.
And I think I've said it with just about every adult in here. It's just Archery family. Carrie said, "Way to go, Derek." Oh.
It's getting cold in here now.
I thought it was getting cold, but I didn't want to say anything because I would rather it be cold. You know me.
Scott is
Like,
staring
I can
his
see
cold,
him smiling.
his white teeth.
It's all right. Mark Smith went and congratulated him. Old Peyton over there congratulating him. Oh, there goes Ryan. They practice a lot together here at the range. I believe old Case over there congratulated him. Oh, look what the cat drug in. David Allen is back in the house, field governor. I almost said the Booth girls, so I guess I should say Scott Booth's middle daughters.
Middle and youngest. Molly and Ryan
that's
are the
right.
middle.
Yep.
They just
Trying
look
to
so
figure out-
alike.
They do. They really do.
She's now Molly Jr.
Molly Jr. Used to say that Julia was Molly Jr. because of the attitude.
It's okay. You go through a
MJ.
phase. Go through a phase where you don't like anything.
But I don't see Ellie with the attitude. She just looks like Molly.
she's happy all the time.
She does seem happy all the time. What do you say?
Because she got attitude.
She's got attitude. She is ready to call you out anytime because she says that your favorite
You have
is Ryan.
favorites. You think
And
you have
it's
favorites.
Ryan.
Sure.
Just
the
Ryan?
only boy in the family.
Who shoots archery?
Well, they all shoot archery now, except for Gracie.
Oh, that's true. All right, so we are down to the last few arrows. Once these guys get their last arrows shot into the target downrange, we will be concluding this line of the Texas Archery SYWAT number 2, because it is the second one that was shot here. And then we will be going down to the bottom so I can collect scores and talk to people.
Because we like to chat a lot.
We've got Matthew Parmenter still on the line down there. Was that his
last one?
No,
Nope,
it was
not
not
his
because he
last.
just reached and grabbed another. So he has at least one more. Yep, he's got one more. Ooh,
And he's still only dropped one.
he
so
has
far.
only dropped 1 point so far as a recurve archer,
Which is very impressive.
shooting a 5-spot. Yep. He's impressive to watch. That's a great shot of him right there. Oh,
Nice.
look at that face.
It's a 5.
Typical Matthew Parmenter style. All right, guys, they are going. Did you see the fist pump in the air? Well, double fist pump as he went down. All right, we've
I mean,
had
it's
some
very impressive for recurves to shoot that
awesome
well.
scores that were put up today. We
there's your little
expect
friend.
it. Yep, there is my friend.
Bringing his mom.
Well, I don't know. She was shooting too, so I don't know if that's mom.
They have the same last
They've got the
name.
same last name. Very cool. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We will be back at, what time is the next one? 6?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock? All right. I
You'll
don't
see
know.
me
6,
shooting
6.
again. Because the first time wasn't so great.
Thank you, Julia, for being on here with me. I
pleasure.
enjoyed it.
Oh.
All